Now this is a story all about how my life was changed while in love with this town. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you all about a plan for a place called Bel-Air.
In North Temple, born and raised, Miller Park is where I spent most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-ball at Lamar Middle School.
Staff asked what we change if we could. Started making plans to improve my neighborhood. I said we need sidewalks, even told them where. They said you get a plan for improvements in Bel-Air.
I looked at the plan and began to cheer. The improvements are amazing and the vision is clear. If anything, I could say nothing will compare. I thought, let's do this and improve Bel-Air.
Plans for streets, trails, and signs all look great, and I yelled to my friends, don't forget the council date. I looked at my neighborhood with all of its flair, loving where I live in a place called Bel-Air.
Good morning. Welcome to NPD News, Bel-Air Edition. My name's Kelly Atkinson.
And I'm Erin Smith.
And we're here to talk about our neighborhood planning process here in the Bel-Air neighborhood.
We have identified a total of 18 neighborhoods in which we plan for throughout the year. We have been planning a total of 4 neighborhoods per year, and the Bel-Air neighborhood is our 5th plan. Each of those neighborhood planning districts involves an extensive planning process where we actively work with residents throughout the way. The Bel-Air neighborhood is generally south of the North Arts District, west of the railroad, east of North 3rd Street, and north of Hillcrest Cemetery. Bel-Air Neighborhood Planning District started out with an extensive public engagement process where we submitted public engagement surveys to obtain feedback from the residents, and we also held a series of focus groups as well as external planning team meetings.
The city's dedicated to fostering safe and vibrant neighborhoods, and as part of that process, it is our mission to work alongside the residents, gather information, and talk about the neighborhood concerns, values, visions, and goals. So come along with us as we talk about the different elements of this planning area.
Let's take a look at Miller Park. Miller Park is a community park that provides recreation opportunities not just for the Bel-Air neighborhood, but most of North Temple. However, it lacks strong connection to the surrounding community. Improving the existing entry to the park from Main Street to the north can help the neighborhood and park feel more cohesive. A few of the takeaways from the planning efforts at Miller Park include improving park visibility from the street, installing lighting fixtures for safety and accessibility, creating a sense of arrival through signage and materials, improving the transition from neighborhood to park, also the construction of a new memorial garden.
Hi, I'm here at Shell Road, right on the edge of Miller Park. We have identified this as an area that is in need of severe connectivity from the downtown all the way to Miller Park. So the plan elements include the proposal to construct a new roadway that would go through the park. This would be considered a parkway as it would be a road that would significantly accommodate safe pedestrian activity. The plan is to construct a 2-lane roadway with sidewalks on either side and to allow the road to have adequate parking availability for those who want to come and visit Miller Park. There will also be boulders that will be installed between the sidewalks and the roadway to ensure that the pedestrians are safe when they are walking along the sidewalks. Throughout the neighborhood planning process, we take a careful consideration when looking at the roadways within a district. And what we looked at was Shell Road in particular. There are several 90-degree turns, such as the one that you see behind me right here, that are very unsafe for both pedestrians and drivers. The plan elements include a realignment of Shell Road that would reduce the 90-degree turns and provide more of a safe street for pedestrians as well as drivers. This would include a 2-lane roadway that would ultimately extend to Loop 363. There will also be a pathway for pedestrians to safely walk adjacent to the roadway. There will be street trees on either side of this realigned Shell Road to provide a nice corridor for the pedestrians and the drivers to enjoy as they're driving along.
During the planning process, we realized what a special neighborhood Bel-Air is because it houses two very special places. That includes the New Hope Cemetery and the Quinteros Cemetery. Also adjacent to the Bel-Air neighborhood is the Hillcrest Cemetery, one of the largest cemeteries in the city of Temple. Cemetery preservation is very important to us, and the city is making a commitment to consolidate some management opportunities and to really work to make sure that we preserve and appreciate the history and the importance of these spaces within our community. Some of the elements that you'll see in the plan include beautification, such as some fencing, decorative fencing, a lot of shrubbery, and things that really just bring in the cemetery into the neighborhood and make it more of a park-like setting and somewhere that you can come and sit and reflect and enjoy. Also, one of the key elements that the plan identifies is making some space between the two cemeteries of New Hope and Quinteros and making sure that we have a reflection garden and space that is really dedicated to the preservation of the area and just enjoying all that, the history and all the importance of those who have come before us.
Hi. This is Nancy Glover, Director of Housing and Community Development for the City of Temple, part of your neighborhood planning team. I'm here in front of Lamar Middle School, one of the focal points of this neighborhood. Here to tell you about the improvements that we plan to do along First Street, which runs alongside the middle school. One of the things that we noticed pretty early in the planning process is that this is a very heavily traveled road, both by pedestrians and bicycle traffic. So we would like to improve the sidewalks, creating connectivity to the rest of the neighborhood, as well as creating some designated areas for bicyclists to use as well.
Hi, I'm Ron. I'm your Neighborhood Revitalization Manager. We're in Walker Park, which represents a century of service by the Walkers to the City of Temple, with Mr. Walker Sr., Mr. Walker Jr. both having served as terms as City of Temple Mayor, and Mrs. Walker having served a term as President of the City Federation for Women's Club. Their progressive nature and their thinking has certainly benefited Temple, and we're going to keep on with that trend here with improvements to Walker Park. We are excited to announce that we'll have trails linking North 3rd Street to North 1st Street to improve pedestrian connectivity between the two corridors, and that eventually the trail will link into the Miller Park complex. Other planned renovations include a shade canopy for the playground behind me so the kiddos and families can enjoy that facility in the hot summer months. And finally, we look forward to renovating the bathrooms and potential improvements at the pool complex, all things that will make Walker Park better for all of us in the future.
One of the best characteristics about the Bel-Air neighborhood is the density of the single-family homes. It just provides such a wonderful environment and sense of community. We really wanted to build on that by having an opportunity for infill development. We found that opportunity here in the north part of the neighborhood. We're calling this the North Lot Development. It provides an opportunity for an additional 70 lots. It also provides a buffer for the existing rail line and will create some connectivity to the northern part of town and the North Arts District. We think that this is going to be a wonderful addition to this already wonderful neighborhood. One of the most important corridors in Temple is 3rd Street. It connects I-35 to the north, all the way to downtown and beyond to the Loop. Because of the importance of this corridor, we took special care in the plan to make sure that we added appropriate landscaping improvements, as well as additional sidewalks and bike paths for children attending the Jefferson Elementary and Lamar Middle Schools. We've also taken into consideration the commercial improvement opportunities within this neighborhood as well. We would like to see some adaptive reuse with some of the existing buildings and also encourage the addition of new neighborhood services like additional restaurants and potentially even a neighborhood grocery store. One of the things that we would like to add to this neighborhood is additional signage. Monument signage delineating the boundaries of the neighborhood, sort of welcoming people to the neighborhood, as well as different identifiers throughout the neighborhood. We are looking at adding sign toppers to the street signs, as well as some additional directional signage leading people into downtown and beyond to the Loop. The Bel-Air neighborhood is defined by its single-family residential homes. This housing type provides the primary composition of the plan area's built environment. While a majority of the plan area is built out with housing stock that is in good condition, there are a few small pockets of undeveloped land and homes that have the potential for infill and reconstruction. Development activity may be new construction, complete teardowns and rebuilds, or significant remodeling projects, and each type should align with the existing characteristics of the built environment. The vast majority of homes in the neighborhood have open front yards and uncongested streets. First Street, Zenith Avenue, and Killen Lane have been designated as priority pedestrian corridors. The focus on these streets will be primarily on the pedestrian experience. Sidewalks will be added on one side of the roadway only and will meander to preserve trees. We hope that this will enhance the pedestrian experience throughout the neighborhood. The existing entry sign to the Bel-Air neighborhood at Killen Lane is no longer visible due to 3rd Street realignment. Improving the sign's visibility and enhancing the landscaping around it will improve the sense of arrival to the neighborhood. The plan includes different lighting recommendations for different areas within the neighborhood. The general street zone, neighborhood zone, and intersection zones have different lighting considerations than do the parks, cemeteries, and commercial. Special care is taken to make sure that the lighting that's provided is not disruptive.
We hope you all have enjoyed all of the elements that are included in the Bel-Air Neighborhood Plan. We're excited to hear back from you, so don't be too slow like this turtle and provide feedback to us by January 22nd. We look forward to hearing from you. You can email us at mpdnews@templetx.gov. Thank you.